Hey and welcome to Not Only Hollywood. Today I'm going to review Kingdom Come Deliverance from 2018. This is an action RPG. His name is Henry. He's the loser you have to turn into a man. It took me 94 hours to complete Kingdom Come Deliverance, and that's the base game without all the DLCs. I hate DLCs, so I never buy that if I don't buy the Game of the Year edition or what you call it. But I finished all the quests in Kingdom Come Deliverance. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, you control a loser with a loser name, Henry. His parents are killed right in front of him, and the loser who can't fight gets rescued and survives. Some bad guys destroyed his village and killed many people. So, as the player, you must help Henry become a man and get his vengeance. He can't fight, he can't do anything, so you level up his skills, and there are a lot of unique skills you have to level up. Some are more interesting than others. I didn't like making potions or hunting, but I laughed when it turned out that Henry couldn't read. So, as a father figure, I had to take care of the idiot and teach him how to read. Well, maybe not me, but I controlled him and took good care of him and put him to bed and all that cozy stuff. Henry needs to sleep and eat. He's a little boy, this Henry. A tip is to focus on the weapon skill, stealth, and especially lockpicking. But by all means, play this game on PC if you want to master lockpicking. I tried to use a controller in the start, but I had to switch over to mouse and keyboard. It's so difficult to lockpick with a controller. Because in the start, Henry is a broke loser. It takes a while to hold on to your hard-earned cash. Steal a lot and sell the things you steal to your miller friend. Trust me, you will thank me later. In the end, I think I had 90,000 coins in my wallet. Oh yeah, I was so rich. Or Henry was. So over to what I like and dislike. I like the universe and it's pretty large with different towns. It's a game that focuses on reality, so there are no wizards here or other fantasy stuff with giant creatures and monsters. The game also looks great, but you have to have a pretty good PC to get a stable frame rate. The bigger towns give your hardware a good workout. The story is interesting and I enjoyed leveling up the loser and making a man out of him. I felt like a father taking care of my idiot of a loser son. I think I spent about 40 to 45 hours making a man out of him. So it takes a long time, especially since the training with weapons is so important to spend time on. Level up, just level up. But the game has some big problems. In the beginning, the fighting is difficult to get a hang of until you learn the Master Strike that sort of destroys the fighting mechanism. Suddenly you are too strong and fighting becomes a breeze. But it can be really brutal in the beginning if you have to fight two bad guys at the same time and you have poor equipment. And especially if you haven't leveled up enough to use the important Master Strike. Don't fight several enemies without this skill, trust me. And here comes a strange problem. After you learn the Master Strike, there's not enough combat here. All the different side quests take a lot of time, too much time, and that's when you discover how short the main story is. After I had completed all of the side quests and Henry was transformed into Superman, I was ready to face harder challenges. But that didn't happen since the game has so much dialogue and more fetch quests. And there are a lot of fetch quests in Kingdom Come Deliverance. I mean, a lot. In the beginning, it's interesting since you explore the world. You are on an adventure. But when you have leveled up Henry to become a war machine, you want to fight, sweat, and kill a lot of bad guys. But there's almost no fighting before the big siege, and the few big battles are so easy to win. I didn't die once when I had leveled up Henry and found my favorite weapon using a mace. The only battle I met some resistance was in the last battle, the siege one. I almost died, but in the end Henry, also known as Superman, survived and he won the battle. And you should have seen my face when the end credits showed up on my screen. I couldn't believe it was over when I spent so much time building up Henry to become a war machine. Honestly, I felt cheated. I deserved more than this after spending tens of hours to level up this vegetable of a so-called man. I loved Kingdom Come Deliverance for about 55 hours, but after that I discovered how many fetch quests there were and I felt it never ended. Even the main story continued with the fetch quests and that made me so angry. I was so fed up with going from A to B in the side quests, so I didn't expect it to continue with the main story when Henry was ready to take care of business and kick some butt. If you want to feel like a useless loser and enjoy spending 40 hours leveling up a character before you feel safe enough to fight more than one enemy, then you should check out Kingdom Come Deliverance. But if you hate going from A to B to C a lot and speeding through a lot of dialogues, and you want to experience epic big battles and a lot of action, then I have to disappoint you. Kingdom Come Deliverance will not give you what you are after. From 1 to 10, I give Kingdom Come Deliverance a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Sleep well and dream about me.